Indianapolis International Airport, or IND, an architectural marvel. The IND terminal captures the eye, the heart, and the imagination of travelers from both near and far.
It's beautiful, it's wide open, it's spacious, it's contemporary, it's relevant, and it makes Indianapolis shine.
The terminal, built in 2008, is a $1 billion entry into central Indiana, a modern masterpiece with an award-winning environmentally conscious design, making first impressions that elevate our city and our state.
A world-class city deserves a world-class gateway.
And the Indianapolis International Airport, or IND, is a major community asset, generating an economic impact of $4.5 billion a year, employing 10,000 workers every day on site, supporting 21,000 area jobs that have a connection to the airport, and injecting a $1.4 billion payroll into the local economy each year. All of this with no local tax dollars used to fund IND operations. Now that is community impact. Our community's airport also soars above the crowd, winning numerous prestigious awards. The Indianapolis International Airport has won Best Airport in North America 4 times by Airports Council International. Condé Nast Traveler named it Best in America, and J.D. Power & Associates ranked it Best in North America for highest customer satisfaction.
The real secret element is the Hoosier hospitality and this wonderfully dedicated staff of people that work at the IA.
And today, the Indianapolis Airport Authority boasts top-tier industry leaders, setting a strategy and a master plan to keep the airport thriving and sustainable for decades to come. IAA's Executive Director Mario Rodriguez and the IAA senior team developed the new strategy.
I think that we have been able to maintain the essence of who we are and having a warm family culture that fosters a customer service excellence approach that we take. But I've also seen us develop into a more strategic, business-oriented culture that looks at results and not simply just how we achieve them.
Mario says it took time to develop a strategy that was easy for staff to put into action.
We want to make sure that whatever strategy we put into place is simple. There's an elegance in simplicity. It's better to actually carry out this sort of very focused strategy.
That strategy starts with the cornerstone of its success, a high-performing culture that fosters world-class service to enhance the community.
Well, I think it starts with the quality and the integrity of the people that we hire. From a talent acquisition standpoint, an employee relations standpoint, we work really hard to engage our employees, and I think that helps us to result in industry-leading performance as an organization.
Although IAA executives help set the strategy, staff from every department enacts the plan and directly impacts our travelers and customers.
I think it's commitment to delivering excellence every day.
And the story of success for the IAA lies in another strategic goal as IAA executives build outside relationships. The goal is to have continuous alignment with a governance structure and key stakeholders for IND.
It's very important for us to align with the people that we serve.
We want to align with the city and the state and the infrastructure.
The elected officials, the mayor's office, the city council,
the corporate community, and with the chamber, with Visit Indy.
To promote economic development and growth.
We've been at the table with your team at IND in looking at route development, looking at other cities that could be serving Indianapolis that we would like to have direct flights, nonstop flights to and from, and that's very helpful also in pursuing convention business.
Growth in city business means growth in air service at IND.
We've really seen focus from Southwest Airlines on the business travel market. And there's certainly been a new level of interest from some of those ultra low-cost carriers, which really helps us attract a new customer.
Allegiant Airlines is among the low-cost carriers launching service at IND. This gives travelers more choices, in particular to several leisure destinations. Since 2014, IND has added at least 20 new nonstop destinations and airlines, the most at IND in more than a decade.
They're here as a direct reflection of the economic power and the strength of the community. It shows the strength of the population, it shows the strength of the corporations and how the economy is doing, and the economy is doing very well.
And when IND stands out in the crowd, welcoming travelers to Indianapolis as the best airport in North America, our community stakeholders reap the benefits.
Indianapolis International Airport is the core, it's the base for success for organizations like Visit Indy. Without that, we just don't really stand a chance in the national and international meeting marketplace, major sporting events, leisure travel.
Our common message is that we're all here to serve the community.
The Indianapolis Airport Authority is finding new ways to connect with the community with its next strategic goal. It's putting a continuous focus on community. It has set community goals to attract more diversity in airport partners, employees, and suppliers and contractors for airport capital projects.
We give opportunities to businesses both locally and within the state of Indiana. So as we look at our XBE outreach, that's our small minority business community, and also our larger community. I mean, we make sure that there's opportunity that's there and jobs that are created.
As another part of the new community strategy, the Indianapolis Airport Authority also wants to represent the community proudly by managing the reputation risk for everyone.
Your reputation is everything, both individually, your reputation in the community, and as an organization. We need to have a plan in place to properly manage it, and if we get into some bumps or some problems, we address it quickly and get back to where we need to be.
And another risk to manage? Threats to passenger safety.
With the world we live in nowadays, safety and security is paramount over everything we do here at the airport.
Safety is also top priority on the airfield and the whole airport grounds. That's why the Indianapolis International Airport has had 13 years of perfect FAA inspections.
It's definitely the best record in the Great Lakes region, and from what we understand from other cert inspectors, it's probably the best record in the United States.
The Indianapolis Airport Authority also plans to help the airport continue to spread its wings. The next strategic goal is to put a continuous focus on fostering economic development and, at the center of that goal, airport land.
We do not need the land for aviation use. We're going to put it back into active use and productive use, which will increase the economic impact around the airport and will also bring in jobs.
We have over 1,200 acres that we've identified either to sell or develop.
Selling or leasing airport land could generate $1.7 million in annual property taxes for local communities.
That would go back to the local communities, go into their tax assessment base, go to help support schools and infrastructure in those communities.
And IND generates more opportunities for all of Central Indiana, fostering economic development with more jobs.
The airport is certainly a multi-billion-dollar economic engine.
From the planning and development side, we govern a lot of the capital budget and the capital projects that go on here. Multi-million dollars worth of work that is done every year just to keep this facility, to keep our airfield up to par.
And companies on airport property like FedEx create even more jobs for our community. IND is the home of the world's second largest FedEx operation and the nation's 8th largest cargo facility. But IND worked hard to decrease its environmental footprint when the new terminal was designed. It was built with energy efficiency in mind, the special roof distributing natural light and reflecting heat. IND is the first airport in the U.S. to win LEED certification for an entire terminal campus. That's leadership in energy and environmental design. And a green airport supports another IAA strategic goal, a continuous focus on long-term stability and sustainability.
We have the largest solar farm on any airport in the world.
The IND solar farm boasts more than 87,000 solar panels, which can power 3,200 average homes. Airport land is working for you.
That's major for an airport environment, but also major for the community as a whole, because we're giving back to the community in the ways of electricity.
The Indianapolis International Airport keeps moving forward and thriving because the IAA has a focus on financial stability, too.
Stability for the airport really comes in having a sound financial plan, understanding the trends that are happening and seeing them as they change. Developing a plan to address the amount of reserves that the airport has so that it is in line with industry standards and would allow us to withstand any type of a financial pressure that came because of changes in the airline industry or maybe something that was even bigger.
And the final strategic goal for your airport?
That we will evolve this place to better meet the needs of the passenger.
It's a continuous focus on customer service. IAA employees provide direction, guidance, and proudly put the customer first.
Customers will always get smiles from everybody here because everybody's so friendly. And we just have a great group of people that really care about what they do and strive to do better.
I always try to go beyond, above and beyond, whatever it takes, to make that customer happy. Because to me, I want that customer to have a good impression of our city and our airport.
The IAA has been upgrading technology to meet customer needs too, with faster and more convenient Wi-Fi.
We're pretty unique among airports and among businesses in general in that we have implemented a Wi-Fi system where you don't have a splash page anymore. You don't have to agree to terms and conditions. Just like at home, you connect and go.
And IND Civic Plaza will have upgrades that give computer users more electrical outlets. And there is more on the horizon.
Things like integrating with our parking system so that people can pay from their mobile phone instead of having to have a credit card with them or having to stop at one of our cashiers.
One big new initiative for customer service, the IAA is developing a sense of place for people traveling through the airport.
Creating a sense of place, you're really talking about connecting with people. You're really talking about our unique culture here in Indiana. And so when they go back to California, New York, Texas, back to their homes, they remember us.
Travelers already have a sense of place with more than 30 permanent art pieces in the terminal featuring themes of flight, transportation, and Indiana culture. But the Indianapolis Airport Authority wants to add to that, showcasing more of an Indy brand through restaurants, retail, and more.
What's it mean when I'm in Indy? What's the feel that I get? Whether you're downtown on Mass Ave, Fountain Square, the Circle, the heart of the city, we want to recreate a similar experience and sense of place here at the airport.
We have one of the world's best airports. It's not just a stop, it's not just a pass-through, but it's an experience. Come and experience Indiana.
The future for IND? The sky is the limit.
This is a wonderful, wonderful foundation. It's not a revolution. It's an evolution. We're evolving to the next stage of this airport.
And the IAA will continue to preserve and take care of it for you.
This is your airport.
We are here to serve you.
This is your airport.
This is your airport.
It's our community's airport.
It's our airport.
It's our airport.
Best airport in North America.
Best airport in North America.
Best airport in North America.
That makes us proud.
That makes us proud.
That makes us proud.
I love IND.
I love IND.
I love IND.
I love IND.